bulbs is 4 watts, so the total consumption is supposed to be 8 watts, but instead it is 4.6 watts stated. The important part for you to understand is that when the load is not connected, then the device uses 4.6 watts. But if it is connected, the device uses 4.6 watt plus 500 microamp up to 1 milliamp. 3 ferrite bars with the winding as stated on the schematic.
В общем, ну, потребление чуть возрастает на полмиллиампера, на 1 миллиампер. Из-за того, что мочекулярная катушка не скомпенсирована, имеет индуктивность, она мешает очень сильно.
Power consumption before the load connected and after the load is connected differs about half of a milliamp or 1 milliamp, and he states that's because coil is not ideal coil that does have negligible inductive component. His suggestion is that if it was done properly, it would not consume power at all.
В общем, вот это амперметр, это резистор.
One ohm shunt resistor is connected to the voltmeter. The polarization of the voltmeter is important when we deal with positive part of the square wave signal only. But in case if we were dealing with the full wave, full period square wave signal, then the polarization of the voltmeter is not important, doesn't exist, and is not possible to be shown for the naked eye if the frequency, or in other words, rate of change of direction of the signal is higher than 24 cycles per second. The problem with measurement that I may have in here is that the typical shunt doesn't have reactive component. It is pure resistance. That means that whenever we connect a capacitor into the circuit, we're creating a filter, which then reacts based on the capacitive component of the capacitor, its value, and also frequency delivered, or frequency variation. So again, the problem that I'm having here is that we're dealing no longer with pure resistance, we're dealing with the dynamic arrangement. The dynamic arrangement depends strictly from the shape of the signal at the given delta t or time frame we take the measurement. So then we need to have averaging in order for us to find out if that's what is happening.
Который только показывает форму тока. И там стоит мультиметр, вольтметр. Сейчас я включу это все. Попробую. Так, вот, значит, включаем. Общее потребление 270 миллиампер.
After the load is connected, the current consumption is 270 milliamperes.
Вот эта форма тока.
Upper graph represents current and the lower one represents voltage. Now he is disconnecting the load and will show how the graph change. As you see, voltage on the load no longer exists. As you see, there is no change in the current consumption.
Что еще? Да, вот мультиметр показывает без нагрузки 108,5 миллиампер.
Multimeter on the shunt resistor show 108